Hello and welcome to another tutorial, this time again for entry-level Tier 4 destroyers. I have been doing another video before, but this one is especially impressive in standard, not in ranked. And I'm playing the Jaguar Tier 4, which is in my opinion pretty OP if you know how to deal with it. Especially with the second perk, the speed concealment, how I call it. Where you get a 20% improved concealment while the speed boost is active. So as you can see from this config, everybody is on speed and stealth. Double stealth config with Bay and Swirsky, 16,000 hit points, 5.1 base concealment, going down to 4.1 if the speed boost is active. Torpedoes are decent with range extender, 8.1 kilometers. Maneuverability is okay. So, having said that, let's get started. In this game, you will see me spawning on the left side, and it's capture the base mode. So, what I'm going to do is basically the same like I would do in any domination map. I'm pushing forward, staying on the left end, and hoping for some support of my team. As you can see, we have 3 destroyer, a Farragut and a Kamikaze. Kamikaze is 4.3 kilometer concealment. Farragut has decent guns, so we have to be attentive, but we don't have to be afraid in the Jaguar. I'm keeping my torps because I expect a destroyer coming around that island in front of me, and my speed boost is active, so my concealment is 4.1. I'm going to outspot every destroyer, even a Kamikaze. I could launch the torpedoes on the König, but I kept it for this DD now. And he doesn't see me. As you can see, I'm not spotted, so I'm launching my torpedoes before he spots me and before I open up fire. I'm in position, and now I start firing in the moment when he spots me. So that way he's already down before he launches a first shot or his torpedoes. His engine is broken, thanks to my team who also opened the fire. And as you can see, the guns of the Jaguar, they're pretty decent as well, and no match for any. So the T-22 is no match for the Jaguar. So that was the first kill, and then again there's the König. So what can we do? Torpedoes are gone, but they will be back in 50 seconds. So while we avoid these torpedoes, the T-22 left the smoke for us. So why not make use of that and engage the König? The König seems to turn right, so he's coming our direction. We have the speed boost active, so we are very fast. That's a good option to really make a suicide run, since nobody is very close by. He doesn't have support once we're spotted, so let's aim for him. And of course we start to shoot a little bit because the smoke is preventing us from being spotted by the rest of the team. You can see the smoke is between us and all his other ships, so nobody can spot us. And unfortunately the smoke is expiring, so soon we will be spotted, but no bad situation because the torpedoes are ready. And we turn left, we are unleashing the torpedoes, and we need only 1 or 2 torpedoes to hit, and the König is gone because he's already down in health. And then we have the Dane here, and he can spot us on 5.1 kilometer because speed boost is gone, but the spotter is gone as well. So the Dane doesn't have a spotter, and we are safe if we are outside 5.1 kilometers. So we make a right turn to stay away from the Dane. And then we make a full turn and see the battleships coming our way. So we're aiming to go for the battleships now. As you can see, I was pinging the Dane for my team, hoping they would kill the Dane, but unfortunately they didn't hit it, or they couldn't aim for it, I don't know. I'm keeping my torpedoes because I want to find out where the König is going to move. And of course I have to get out of spotting range, 5.1 kilometer. And then we find out if the König is going to move on the path he has chosen or if he's going to turn. I will be releasing one small spread and one wide spread because I expect the König to turn, and the Dane in the background, you saw that quickly before, was inside the aim prediction of the second wide spread, so I'm hoping to hit either of them, no matter which one, but any hit would be a good hit. So unfortunately the König dodges my torpedoes and I'm proceeding towards their base and considering to open fire on the Dane, because the Dane is no big match for the Jaguar's HE, but the König is, and I don't want to be exposed to two ships, and you see the battleship in the base, so that will be 3 ships aiming at me if I open the fire now. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen, and the König is being hit by torpedoes, so it's time to light a fire on the König because I expect him to have used his damage control, and at the same time I'm starting to shoot at the Dane because we need to bring it down, and the team as well started to shoot it, so let's see what's happening. Mission is to bring down the Dane, lay some fire on the König, but you can see the König is going around that island and then soon will beach there. So while shooting at the Dane, avoiding the battleship which I'm driving to, I find out this guy is obviously AFK because he didn't move, but you never know. He can be AFK, he can also be just sitting there. I haven't monitored if he shot or not, so that's why I'm using a small and a wide spread in case he starts to move forward or backward. And then we go back to the König because we want to fire on the König or drop some torpedoes.
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff zerstört.
So now is the right time to drop the torpedoes, one on his position and one behind him. So if he reverses, he hopefully will get one of the torpedoes. And as you can see, he's slowly burning. The fire is still active, which I was able to get before. So now it's time to go to their base, and we still have a Farragut and a Kamikaze left, and another battleship to the far right behind that island. You can see that there. But since we are about to lose that friendly battleship, I was thinking to go back to the home base because I expected one of the 2 destroyers capping our base. But you will see that our battleship is being torped pretty soon by the kamikaze, and that means at least one destroyer is here. So I prepare myself to engage a destroyer to my right, because that's the direction where the torpedoes came from, and now I'm spotted, so that must be the kamikaze. My turrets are ready, and unfortunately kamikaze is very low in health. With 10k full health, that was probably just 2k, so it wasn't any match for this DD. So now we are entering the cap, and what you can monitor now is the battleship, the red battleship, is still outside the cap, and you can see the König waiting for my torpedoes. So, and you can see it's contested, so that means the Farragut has to be inside the cap, and I'm preparing myself to fight the Farragut, and lucky me, my torpedoes are ready, so Farragut is trying its best to avoid. I'm playing with speed to prevent the Farragut to hit every shell. Anyway, the dispersion of the US line is pretty bad, so they have a fast fire rate, but not every shell hits, so you can see the dispersion is pretty big. While the Jaguar is pretty precise, and yeah, lucky for me, my torpedoes are going to hit. And then there's just one ship, and the König meanwhile is destroyed as well. So let's get out of his detection range and see how we can kill that ship. So the aim of this set was to get at least one hit, so he can use the damage control. And now I'm preparing myself to use the speed concealment in 30 seconds again. So I'm staying outside 5.1 kilometer. And as you can see, I got the hit, damage control is used. So I need just one more hit within the next, let's say 50-60 seconds, and the König should be gone. So I don't want to enter the cap before I have my super concealment, because entering the cap will make the König turn, because he thinks he will know I'm to the right. So that's why I'm dropping a wide spread, expecting a right turn of him as soon as I enter the cap. And then my second set will be ready while he's turning, and we hope that we get a hit there. You see, here's the turn. And now I use the widespread, he's slowing down as well, so I'm targeting his current position. And that was it! Impressive game from the Kamikaze as well, so two strong players fought it out for their teams. I hope you got some new ideas, new perspectives, and join my channel if you like to hear more about strategies, and see you out there. Thanks for watching, bye bye.